Howdy, everyone. Elijah here. And I recently just saw a movie that was pretty fantastic. So, to not spoil it any longer, allow me to talk about the newest movie I saw, as you've read the title, Superman. Have I rage baited you successfully? You've clicked off yet? You better not have. I will find you. I'm kidding. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that. I did not mean to threaten you. Anyways. No, I'm not talking about Superman, although I do want to watch that movie. I'm here to talk about Fantastic Four First Steps. Now, allow me to take a moment to describe my thoughts on Marvel. I haven't watched really much of anything. I haven't seen anything released this year except Fantastic Four. I did not see anything at all during 2024 minus Deadpool and Wolverine, and I did not see anything between 2023 and the end of 2021 when Spider-Man No Way Home came out. And even before No Way Home, during 2020 to 2021, before No Way Home came out, I did not watch a single damn thing. I really cannot be bothered to watch all the MCU shows. I am a nerd, as you can clearly see by my Glorious Goats shirt. I'm on my Glorious Goat. No, I am not sitting down as a couch potato to watch all of those shows. I did like Spider-Man No Way Home, and I did like Deadpool and Wolverine. I thought they were very, very good. People have their problems with them, but I think you're wrong. I'm kidding. You're allowed to have your opinion. However, I personally like them. So, yeah. I talked about them for months. I even did the little Deadpool dance a lot because I thought it was very funny. It was a very good movie. Anyways. So I had not seen anything, but I did have friends and family that wished for me to see Fantastic Four, and I myself wanted to see Fantastic Four, bar the fact that I had not seen any other Fantastic Four movie prior. I had not. I did not see Fanforstic, I did not see Fantastic Four from 2005, and I did not see Fantastic Four Rise of the Silver Surfer. Although the Silver Surfer is in this movie, that's not a spoiler, that's in the marketing, I'm pretty damn sure, if I remember at least one or two trailers. So is Galactus. Spoilers. Kind of. A little bit. Anyways. What do I think of the movie? You're here to find out. Well, let me talk about the thing that I thought I was going to hate was the aesthetic. The 60s, yet futuristic aesthetic of the movie. I thought I was going to hate it. I thought I was going to dislike it so much. And, yeah, it's a bit wonky for me, personally. It's not really my cup of tea. But you do get used to it. And I did find myself very intrigued by the world building in this film. And I did sometimes enjoy some of the technology. Their little robot they have, the way they do stuff with him, I thought that was very cool. I thought when Johnny Storm does something, he does something in the throughout the movie, and I thought it was very good. I liked that quite a bit. And that was really the main thing I thought I was going to hate. But I didn't really. I thought it was quite good, bar a couple of exceptions. And a thing I did not expect to like as much as I thought I was going to was the score. Oh my God. Michael Giacchino. Where was the score for Dominion? Oh my God. I've been missing it this whole time. Michael Giacchino, when he did the score for this film, it was pretty damn good. And I liked it a lot. It was very upbeat. It was very intense. And I liked it. And I wish that he kind of brought that energy for a Jurassic Park movie, but we're not going to talk about Jurassic Park for today. We're going to talk about something else that's nerd-related. Now, let me get on to the six characters? Six? Yeah, six. Six characters. Obviously, we have the Fantastic Four, the Silver Surfer, and Galactus. We'll save Galactus for last. Anyways, let's talk about the Fantastic Four. I'm going to just encompass them all into little micro bits and pieces. So we'll start with Reed Richards. Now, Reed Richards I thought was going to be my favorite character, bar from the casting, because I think Pedro Pascal is a good actor. However, I don't think he's that good. I know a lot of people like him from Last of Us and The Mandalorian, but I didn't watch Last of Us, and Mandalorian as the thing I don't particularly like myself. But that's besides the point. How did I like him here? I liked him quite a bit, but he was, to me, the weakest character in the whole movie, bar from all the side characters and all that. The Silver Surfer. Just a bit. To me, he was just a guy who was just writing stuff on a chalkboard and just exposition dumping. He wasn't really doing anything. But when the third act of the film came around, I thought, God, he had some acting chops. He had some acting chops. Oh yes, good day, chaps. Good day to you all. He had some acting chops that I wish he brought throughout the entire movie. And then moving on, but I thought he was good. I thought he was very good. Moving on to The Thing. I liked him. I liked him a lot. He gets something in the movie that's very interesting to me personally, and I didn't really know how to feel about it, but kind of spoilers, he does say it's clobbering time, and I had to clap in the theater like I'm a big stupid idiot. The whole theater was clapping too, because it was fun. It was very, very fun. There was one little eensy bit of a problem. I wish he had more bass to his voice. He talks like a stereotypical Joe. He talks like a, hey, how you doing? Go get me I'll get me a beer out of the fridge. Herbie, Reed, Sue. He talks a bit like that. But if he had a little bit more bass to his voice like this, and I know I'm stretching my voice quite a bit here, but a little more bass, like that, a little graveliness, because he's a rock guy. I think that would have been a bit better. But overall, I liked him. Now, my two favorite characters in this movie were Sue Storm and her brother Johnny. Oh my God. These two actors were perfectly cast, and the characters were done phenomenally. Not like I would know. I don't read comics as well, and I didn't see any other Fantastic Four movies. But I thought they were amazing. Like, they were easily the best characters in the movie. And they really outshined Ben, The Thing, and Reed Richards. I thought they were very, very well, especially Johnny. Voice crack. Johnny is extremely funny, and he's a very caring brother-in-law, and uncle. And I say uncle because Sue Storm, throughout the marketing, if I can kind of remember, is pregnant. And spoilers, she does give birth to her son. I won't say the name of the son, but they do have a son. And it's a very main plot point of the film. But Sue is very much a protective mother, and Reed is a decently protective father. I say decently because he's focusing on work, but it's fine. It's fine. Sue is hell-bent on protecting her child, and I think it is extremely interesting. She raises this question, this statement in the middle of the movie, or around the middle, and I find it very interesting for any parent. And I do recommend that someone would go check out this movie if you have that, and if you want to see an interesting dilemma. But if you don't think it's interesting, that's fine. Moving on quickly, before I get the rest of my thoughts out. The Silver Surfer, kind of the weakest character in the movie. I thought she was cool. I was very intrigued a little bit by her backstory. But really, she's not the main villain of the film. That's Galactus. And oh boy, this man, forgive my Gen Z language here, but this man is straight aura. He is aura farming throughout the entirety of the movie, and dear God, it is fantastic. It is so good watching Galactus. And before this movie, I didn't know who the hell he was. I didn't know who the fuck he was. I didn't know who Galactus was. I didn't give a shit about him. But man, now I understand why Marvel fans like this man. He is very good. And if you watch this movie, you're gonna like him a lot. Now, two last things. My one main complaint throughout the movie is spoilers. The baby. They used CGI for about 55% of this baby's screen time. And oh God, it's ugly. The last CGI baby I could remember seeing was not in The Flash, because I didn't see that, but it was in Twilight. It was very distracting. It was my main thing in the movie. And one more thing before I talk about the post-credits. I won't spoil it, but it's good. I'll talk about it in a moment. One other thing. There was this moment of the movie where my entire theater fell silent because they were that invested in the characters. And I also fell silent. I had to sit up in my chair. I went from this to like... I had to lock in. I had to lock in for this moment because it was so good. It was very emotional. And I loved it a lot. I can't believe I'm saying this about Marvel. But it's true. It was very, very true. And finally, post-credits scene. All I gotta say is I'm excited for a certain doctor. Spoilers a bit. Certain doctor. I mean, I'm very excited. But it was good. It was good. It made me excited for another Marvel movie, which I didn't really feel. I didn't feel it since Spider-Man and Deadpool. But man, I'm probably going to go check out the next Marvel movie. Might not watch the show. Any shows coming out, I might not watch those. But man, I'm most likely going to go check out another Marvel movie. So expect a Haga Productions video next year on that. So my overall score, some of the CG as well, was a bit wonky. But overall, this movie is fantastic. It's not a 4 out of 10. I'm not going to do that. That's stupid. This movie is a fantastic 8 out of 10. And I really recommend you go watch it. So, like, share, subscribe, and I will catch all of you on the flip side. Go watch Fantastic Four. It is phenomenal. Catch you all on the flip side.